He believed that masturbation was the greatest evil on earth, and that by eating cornflakes, it would prevent people from doing it. Oh.
So I don't see the connection.
No, it's there, man. It's there.
I'm trying to make it work in my head.
What's up, guys? I'm Zap, and this is Jericho, and we are now six-time international award-winning pop hip-hop duo band in Future. We make clean, fun music that everyone can listen to with a sound that is uniquely Californian. And right now, you're tuned into the Life's a Circus podcast, where we talk about things that are funny, interesting, and ridiculous. But wait a minute.
Hold up.
Wait a cotton picking minute. Did people say
Ooh,
that
okay.
still? Was that too far?
Yeah, maybe.
Help your boys out. Help the channel grow. Help us keep doing what we're doing by liking, subscribing, commenting, and sharing this video. With your friends and family, because I got a question.
Okay.
It's a very important question. A bit of a riddle.
I hate those. But okay, let's go. No, I just don't like them. I'm never good at those, but we'll find
out. Mr. Jericho, what do you get when you cross a medical condition that people were afraid of, a religious group that wants to stop people from performing a sexual act, and World War II?
Huh.
It's three things.
Yes,
there.
I've noticed. That's one more than two. My first thought was Nazis, but I think that's wrong. That was just the first thing that came to my head. I'm like, that's no way. I think it's because you just said World War II, and I was like, I think they wanted to stop World War II. You know what? Congratulations. I've never been asked this in my life.
Yeah, I don't think anybody has, but for the people playing at home, just one more time, the question is, what do you get when you cross a medical condition that people were afraid of, a religious group that wants to stop people from performing a sexual act, and World War II? And the answer, believe it or not, is breakfast cereal.
I'll be honest, I didn't.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I just kind of stumbled upon this, but the rabbit hole got really deep as to why we have breakfast cereal. So, a little bit of a history lesson. You can stop me at any point if you want.
It'll be the
just more clarification on the ridiculosity that is happening right now. So, breakfast was not really like, I guess we hear the cliche now, like breakfast, the most important meal of the day, right? And so, but before like the 1800s, breakfast wasn't really like that important. It was just basically you got to think about like the times that they lived in. It's more like hunt what you eat, kill what you eat, working on a farm, grow what you eat, stuff like that. And so like nobody's waking up at like in the morning to like kill a chicken or like kill a pig to make some bacon or like, whatever. So basically it was like whatever happened in the morning. And this is why like eggs have been part of a breakfast for a long time, because chickens lay eggs in the morning, easy to eat.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Makes sense. And basically what you ate for breakfast was pretty much whatever you had left over from the night before. So that was pretty much breakfast. But there was a meat component because they would eat it, they would like cure the meats and stuff, and you could save it and use it for breakfast in the morning.
Right.
So like eggs and even bacon were like a big part of breakfast.
Bacon.
And this was called like the farmer's breakfast. So again, it's just like it's pinned to the time that you were in, farmers and stuff. You get up early in the morning. You need some fuel because you're going to be working your butt off like all day long outside in the elements. Like you need a good hearty breakfast. So this is the first thing. The first thing that I teased at the beginning, the fear of the medical condition. The medical condition was indigestion, which sounds like pretty like whatever today. But
Well, I feel like it
again,
could probably take you out back then, huh?
yeah, there was no Pepto Bismol, like antacid. You can just pop an antacid and be cool. Like you could have felt like you were dying. You had no idea. Like, oh, I got indigestion. It's the devil's work inside of you. So I don't know, but
I had to go to the apothecary.
yeah. So, um, also late 1800s, the transition from like farm work to more like industrial work, and industrial work to like more like office work.
Mm-hmm.
So big buildings and offices, and people weren't like moving around as much as they want to. So they felt like if they eat a big breakfast and then they don't do anything, just gonna sit there, they get indigestion. People were like terrified of that.
Oh.
So they were like, we need a lighter breakfast. So there was a move away from like the bacon and eggs and all that kind of like hearty
Mm-hmm.
stuff. All right. So that was reason number one. Reason number two.
I'm very curious about this one. Okay.
my favorite reason. So at the same time, there was a rise in religious gurus that were pushing vegetarianism and just like eating healthy, eating or what they call eating bland.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And believe it or not, the people at the forefront of this were Seventh day Adventists.
Okay.
Especially a man named James Caleb Jackson, who was not probably as famous as this next person, John Harvey Kellogg, who's the founder
Sounds about. Mm-hmm.
Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's where that came from. Now, these people were like hardcore Seventh Day Adventists,
Sure.
and they actually pushed this type of breakfast not just on the healthiness, but they believed that a lighter breakfast was more morally sound. There was more morality in eating like a healthier breakfast. But also, I could not pass this up. The John Kellogg guy, he believed he believed that masturbation was the greatest evil on earth, and that by eating cornflakes, it would prevent people from doing it.
So I don't see the connection.
No, it's there, man. It's there.
I'm trying to make it work in my head. Corn. Well, I've had cornflakes, and of all the cereals that are like not sweet or nothing, they're probably my favorite ones. They're still nice and crispy and pretty good, I guess. But
Do you have less of an urge to masturbate after you eat?
I've never. You know what? I'm gonna have to. I'll let you know if you really want to know about that. I will go get a box and eat it, and then report back to the pod in a week. Like, this is my findings.
But yeah,
It's just that episode of Family Guy or Quagmire. I'm not gonna go anyway. He has a one arm that's really big. It's like, Brett, it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
So yeah, that was like the second punch to breakfast. That was like, okay, we got to start eating this because they pushed the morality of it. But the other things that they cited have been found to be true. Is like a lighter, healthier breakfast made people more efficient and productive at work instead of like eating a big breakfast and like getting the itis or whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
So there's that. And so that pushed the cliche of like breakfast being the most important meal of the day. It was actually like a morality thing, which is like crazy. And the last part is that so flash forward to the 1940s, World War II, right? So yeah, World War II, you got more women joining the workforce than what happened in that time. And so then it became a push to, again, at the time, like the woman was like a stay at home, take care of the family, give them 3 square meals a day, all that kind of stuff. Breakfast became the cheat option to feed your family and not feel guilty about it being like quick and easy because they had to go to work too now.
Oh, okay.
So they they pushed on like the women's guilt, the morality, the work productivity, like hard work. It was like respected to be like hardworking individual and
Sure. Okay.
productive and all that kind of stuff. And so all of that combined together to make breakfast cereal like the thing. And I remember like watching commercials. Like every commercial is like part of a balanced breakfast, and like you got to have your cereal and blah 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 blah. And they push, and the cereal industry is probably like $1 billion industry or something.
I imagine. Yeah.
But they, they show all of this stuff like, and I never ate all that stuff.
I tried once. Man, you just feel gross after it.
Yeah.
You drink a whole glass of orange juice and a whole glass of milk? Like,
yeah.
Man.
Yeah, milk, orange juice,
toast,
fruit, cereal, bacon and eggs.
Yeah, something like that. It was all in the one picture.
Like
the whole food pyramid. Yeah, it's too much. It's really too much. But I thought, it must be something worth trying. And yeah, I regretted that real bad.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the crazy story behind breakfast cereal. And if I may leave you with the cliffhanger.
Okay.
So remember we started off with bacon and eggs.
We did.
And then everyone went to cereal.
Yes.
But somebody put bacon and eggs back on the forefront, man.
Ooh. And
they went toe to toe with cereal. But you have to find out in the next episode. So keep watching. This has been another episode of the Life's a Circus podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share this video with somebody who liked them cereals, man.
Ooh, I like some. Was that my line? Is that what I was supposed to say?
I think so.
Okay.
And cut.
I like some.
Oh, you can try another take if you want.
Ooh, I like some. Was that better? Had more?
That was too much.
Okay, all right, okay. Man.
We had it on the first take.
Okay,
we'll use that in the commercial.
Thank you, Mr. Director.
Here's $5 million.
Look, let's go.
Where do I sign, Mr. Barry Gordy?
Jericho likes it.
Super sweet sugared honey smacks. Give me that. Give me that money.
They took our jobs. They took our jobs. Take our deer. Take our deer.